You know, every once in a while, there's a film that I review that I feel kind of shabby picking on, and yet objectively I kind of have to. This is one of them. Hi, everyone. It's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy, here with a quick out of the living room review for the film Propeller One Way Night Coach. Propeller One Way Night Coach is a film. It is on Apple TV Plus. I think it is also maybe in select theaters. I don't know. This is the feature directorial debut of John Travolta. You should know who that is. Yes, that John Travolta. He also narrates a lot of narration. What is the film about? Well, it centers on a young boy named Jeff, played by a young actor named Clark Shotwell, who is perfectly fine in the movie. He's around 8 or 9. It's 1962, and he is sort of a stand-in for Travolta himself. And we hear his inner monologue from the point of view of his older self, voiced by John Travolta. Where one night his mother, who is trying to be an actress, decides we're going to move to Los Angeles, and better yet, we're going to go on a cross-country plane ride. This is exciting for Jeff because he is an aviation enthusiast, and what is a simple, trip soon becomes a life-changing series of little vignettes and misadventures for little Jeff as he comes of age while on this flight that turns out to be very special for his life going forward. How do I review this movie? Okay, first and foremost, this movie is an hour long. It is 62 minutes long. It is very short. That is both a blessing and a curse for this movie. First thing first I will say about this. John Travolta's heart is genuinely in the right place. This movie is genuinely good-hearted and well-intentioned. The filmmaking is actually not bad either. The production design, they really do give that sort of 60s chic, it looks like they actually built a physical airport. It looks really good. This movie does not work at all. And I feel kind of shabby saying that, because I do think that this is a movie made from the heart. I do think that everybody involved in it had the best of intentions. This movie is just baffling and annoying and kind of overly sugary. There's actually not that much dialogue. It's almost all wall-to-wall narration from Travolta, and it gets really tiresome after a while. Even at only an hour, it feels very, very overdone. This is how you should feel at every single moment. And it's just weird, and not in a good way. There's weird elements, like, okay, Jeff forms a genuine bond with this flight attendant, who becomes kind of a love interest to him, and especially where the movie pays off. I won't say what it is, but let's just put it this way. This character stays around after this flight, apparently. And it's played by, first and foremost, John Travolta is basically this kid. Until John Travolta shows up as the pilot, and that is not a spoiler, he's in the trailer. The flight attendant is played by John Travolta's daughter, Ella Travolta, which she does perfectly fine in the movie. It's just weird, because it's John Travolta narrating about how much his younger self is falling in love with this girl, and the girl playing the girl is his daughter. That's the first weird thing. The second weird thing is, they're sort of making her sort of a love interest to this little boy. She's an adult, but they're kind of making it... And they're trying to go for, I'm guessing, sort of like a Squints, Wendy Peppercorn type of dynamic. But the difference is that in The Sandlot, Wendy Peppercorn is only supposed to be like 2 years older than Squints, or 3 years older, like a couple of grades ahead of him, and not double his age. It's just, it's weird. But that's one of many things. The movie also seems to have a weird balance. This film premiered at Cannes, but it's one of those films that is technically a family movie. It's definitely it has to be aimed at kids, because the whole tone of it is like, it's based on a children's book. The whole tone of it is aimed at children. And yet there's weirdly adult elements of, like, there's a lot of smoking in this movie. There's a lot of alcohol consumption in this movie. There's a lot of talking about, like, extramarital affairs and, like, sex in this movie. There's weird moments where he's like describing his mother's physical appearance in a way that's really kind of unnerving and uncomfortable. It's really weird. It's very weird. And I just can't, this movie just kind of baffled me. And then once you kind of start to get into its rhythms and it starts to seem to kind of go somewhere, it's over. And you're just kind of sitting there wondering what the point of it all was. I know that this movie means a lot to Travolta. The movie is dedicated basically to his entire family, those still with us and those sadly no longer with us. And you could tell that he made this one from the heart, but there's just something kind of off about it. There's something really sort of, and kind of plastic. It almost feels like you're watching a movie populated entirely by like the people in the Hall of Presidents at Disneyland. It feels very, very, very strange and off-putting. I don't really know how to describe it. This is one of those movies where I'm giving it a thumbs down. Like, it's not good, but I do have sort of a mild affection for it in the sense of I kind of see what he's trying to do. I respect the hustle. I respect the effort that he's putting into this and the clear affection he has for it. But it just kind of doesn't work and seems by its very nature to not possibly work as a movie. Maybe as a book, this works better. It almost feels like you're watching a book in motion at times, and that's almost a good element of it. It sort of has a storybook quality to it, but it just feels very not cinematic. It just feels very sort of, and very just sort of strange and off-putting. I didn't really like it very much. But yeah, I'm going to have to give it a thumbs down, but with sort of a begrudging respect just for the intention of it. But it doesn't work. But those are my thoughts. Weird review, I know. Those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts of Propeller One-Way Night Coach? Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Are you planning to see it? Are you not planning to see it? Did you like my take? Did you not like my take? Comment below, let me know. We'll be back later for a review of the dramedy Miss You, Love You, starring Allison Janney and Andrew Rannells. That's coming up. We also have tomorrow a review for the documentary Everyone is Lying to You for Money, starring and directed by Ben McKenzie. And we also will have a retro review for Tekken Concrete on Sunday, and more to come. So that's coming up. And in the meantime, like, subscribe, do all the things, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care. Love you guys. Bye.